Hello everyone, my name is Stephanie Garcia and today I will be answering the questions regarding about what I thought towards other people's responses to ethical dilemma and the project number 1. I will also be talking about what I learned this week and how I feel about the course. After looking through the ethical dilemma responses, the one that caught my attention was Miguel Lopez's response. We both responded very similarly to the questions that were asked. We both agreed that although our father committed murder, we would prosecute him regardless if he's my father or not, because in the end he still did the wrongdoing. He should have known better. We also said that the man from the country would most likely also prosecute his own father because he spent his entire life outside of the gate because he was told. He did something he was told. And this shows that he was a rule follower and therefore would most likely do the same when it came down to the law and prosecuting his own father regardless of the relationship. His response to the third question was a little different than mine, but either way, I think his response was still great, and I believe that it was backed up by great evidence. Overall, Miguel's response was very well written, and he did a great job responding the questions. After looking through the responses to project number 1, the response that caught my attention was Seed Miles. His response to question number 1 was very similar to mine as well. We both agreed that Socrates explained the word pity in such a difficult way to the point where it just confused him more. His response to number 2 was also a great response. I believe that overall he did a great job explaining himself, and his responses were very well written. He was very prepared, provided great evidence, and he created a very good response to all of his questions. Overall, I believe C did a great job in my opinion. He checked a lot of the boxes, he did everything that needed to be done, and he did a great job. This week, I got to read 2 different prompts or stories, and they were both very interesting, but in a good way. I had never heard about either story, and they were both very interesting. I believe that this course will definitely be challenging for me. One reason being the amount of assignments and difficulty of them. If they continue to be anything like this week's assignments, I might feel a bit overwhelmed, but I should be able to complete everything on time and to the best of my ability. I'm currently taking 5 other classes, so it should be a little overwhelming, but in the end, everything should work itself out. Another reason is I'm not a huge reader, but when it comes down to it, I will read what I have to read. But the problem is I do have trouble remembering things after I read them, because if the topic is not super interesting to me or catches my attention, it won't stick to me. I won't remember it, and I'll have to go back to it multiple times to try and get it to stick to me. But that is something I will definitely be working on this semester to try and remember things a lot better. Overall, I believe that both the responses that I read today, watched today, were very well written, both Miguel's and Seed's. They were both very well written, and I also believe that the course will definitely be challenging, but in the end, I will be doing everything to the best of my ability to complete everything in my power, to complete it to the best of my ability, and to turn in the best work that I can. Thank you.